Okay, back again for the fourth time. What's happening now? What is cracking? Oh my goodness. And forgot it does that. It lists everything as unlisted for some reason. Okay, public. And hopefully now people can see and talk to me. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, hopefully this fixed everything. I'm hoping. Sorry for the big runaround here. I never had this problem before, so I'm not sure what's going on. Probably my laptop or something, or the internet. One of the two. Probably the laptop though, because it's really old. My internet's pretty decent. Okay, so now that we're back in action, let me know if you guys can hear me, if you can see me, if you can connect to the chat now, because it says the chat's working, so hopefully you guys can, you know, converse with me and it's not going to say error. Because before it had like a little error thing on my side of the screen, so I couldn't fix it. But anyways, hopefully we're good now. Connection looks okay on my end, so definitely let me know what's going on there. Hey Mitch, how's it going? I see everything's working, hopefully. Hopefully you can see and hear me okay. I don't know if it's any better with the Ethernet cable. Definitely let me know. This technology stuff's just not my friend, man. I'm not a tech guy. Guitar player, so-so. Tech guy, definitely not. Okay. Oh, well, thank you, Mitch. Appreciate that, man. Dad, definitely hit me up sometime. You'll have to give me your tech insight, because, like I said, I'm not a tech guy, man. I don't know much about any of this stuff. What's going on? Get another error message, so hopefully everything's good. Hey, JC. Sounds good. Alright, that makes me happy. I'm glad. And I'm glad the chat's fixed, because I wasn't sure what was happening before. I never saw that before. Rock and roll. Definitely, man. Rock and roll. Alright, let me see here. Okay. Let's see if I get some more sound here on my end. I guess it'll work for now, it's fine. Yeah, definitely. Mitch is a good guy, man. He's gonna help me resurrect this dinosaur of a computer I got, or laptop, I should say. Yeah, this thing is so, it's seen better days, man. You guys, you see the background, you know, but you don't see, like, my little area here, and it's like, you know, it looks like a mess, man. I got like these little beat up speakers, and my little Scarlett's all beat up. But it works. It gets the job done, I guess. So. Half the time. Okay. Let's see. So hopefully you guys are having a good day out there. Thank you for joining me finally in this hopefully working stream. I'm just kind of hanging out, screwing around, testing this whole system out. We will get better with the live streams. It'll improve over time, so bear with me on that. I'll have to get this stuff sorted out. But other than that, it looks alright, I guess, for now. Alright. Gotta wake the hands up now. Let's see here. Don't like as much of a PC if it has low specs. Yeah, definitely, man. I'm gonna need to upgrade one of these days. One of these days I will, you know, get this all in order, hopefully. But for now, it's a good thought. Killer shredding. Appreciate that, man. Sounds great, Lester. Thank you, Mitch. Glad it sounds alright, man. I haven't warmed up today. In fact, I haven't played much today at all, so my fingers are not awake yet. So you guys gotta bear with me. I gotta get my hands kind of woken up a bit more. Yeah, I just realized I bet I could connect my synth and MIDI keyboard on here too. That'd be kind of cool. I wonder if I could do that. I'm gonna try something, and hopefully it doesn't like freak my computer out. We're gonna see. It may just, you know, drive the computer nuts, but we'll see what happens here. I mean, I would imagine it's fine, but you know, it's hard to tell. Let me test my MIDI keyboard here. Got like cables everywhere, if you guys are wondering what I'm doing. Oh, that's a really goofy sound too, the synth. I don't like the synth, but it'll work, I guess. That sounds really goofy. I use this software called Surge XT-2, and it's a free program where they have like hundreds and hundreds of synth sounds for free, which is really cool. And you just get all kinds of interesting sounds out of it. If I can... It's kind of funny sounding. I mean, I want something more long-lasting, so I can play guitar with it at the same time. I'm going to try to do something wonky if you guys are wondering what I'm doing. I get these funny ideas. I'm like, I wonder if I could do this. I wonder what would happen if I do that, you know? Let's try bells. What is that? I mean, I guess it kind of works. I'm going to see if I can use my toes to actually play a note and I can jam with it. Let's see. Let's try it. Whoa. That did not make my sound. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. My computer froze up on me. I guess I can't do two things at once. So that's what I get for trying to get greedy. I guess no MIDI keyboard for me. So yeah, I won't be doing that again. Let me go and look at the chat box now. Okay, let me get out of there. Yeah, everything froze up and went crazy on me. That was not good. Hey, Ball Shredder. Let's see. Mitch is telling me on the bottom right of OBS will tell you what your CPU usage is. Let me take a look. CPU 36.6%, 30 frames per second. Big Chief Robot, what's up? Hopefully you guys are having a good day out there and this is somewhat entertaining for you guys. I don't know what the heck's happening on my end. And is that the Jeff Loomis model Schecter? No, this is not a Jeff Loomis Schecter. This is just a regular Hellraiser one. But the Jeff Loomis one's pretty cool. I wouldn't, turn it down if I, had a chance to play on it. Those things look pretty sweet. And speaking of Jeff Loomis, that guy's a crazy good guitar player, man. Honestly, the guy's he's pretty intense. The Shred Man cometh. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, so I guess I won't do that again. I won't be able to use Neural DSP, and I won't be able to use the MIDI keyboard. That just totally wigged everything out, so I won't be doing that again, like I said. I learned my lesson. Let's see here. YouTube does that. Oh, I see. You can highlight names in orange? That's pretty cool. I just noticed what you guys are talking about. That is pretty sweet, actually. Wasn't he with Sanctuary? I think so. I know he had Nevermore, but I think he's in a few bands, actually, so I'm not sure about all of them. JC used to own the Jeff Loomis Schecter. Oh man, that must have been nice, dude. I'm jealous of you on that one. That must have been really cool. Yeah, the Jeff Loomis Schecter looks beautiful, man. I mean, any Schecter is beautiful, and I know it sounds silly to say. Like I said, people are like, "Ah, Schecters, whatever." Especially if you're in the Degent shitposting group. Sorry for the language, but that's what the group's called on Facebook. And like, it's like Schecter memes all day long, like tribal tattoos, Schecters, and I'm like, come on, man, I like Schecter. Why are you ragging my brand, man? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and screw around a little bit, test some sounds here. Let's see. Sanctuary was before Nevermore. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I don't think I ever heard Sanctuary too much. I've heard the name, but I've never actually heard a lot of their music, so I'll have to check that out. Someday I'll get a Charvel. That was beautiful guitar. I wish I still had it. Oh man, yeah, I bet, man. Hey, dude, what's going on? Doing any cool gear reviews lately? Let's see here if I can jam something without sounding too terrible. That works all right. Oh well, fingers aren't warmed up yet. We'll give it time. Epic, oh my gosh. It's kind of an annoying sound, isn't it? It's like, a little sloppy, but oh well. That's okay. Let's see here. That is amazing, Lester. Thank you, Mitch. Appreciate that, dude. I hope you guys are all having a good day out there. And if I'm replying slow, it's because my computer's like loading stuff slow. Like my screen kind of freezes up, so that's why. I'm trying to like figure out what's happening. But yeah, hopefully you guys are all having a good time out there. We're just kind of hanging out, screwing around a bit, testing the waters of this whole live stream thing, man. The old live stream world. Oh, let's see here. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. You know, I've heard of that brand. I never played on any of them, but they look pretty nice. And you have the same Schecter? That's awesome, dude. Heck yeah, you got to represent the cool Hellraisers. I always love this design on this guitar, and it's funny because like, well, how do I say it? It was like years ago. It was but like 10, 15 years ago. I saw this guitar. And, you know, I played on it a little bit. I didn't have the money to buy it, but I loved the look and everything. And I liked the way it felt. But like I said, I didn't have the money at the time. So flash forward all the way like 10, 15 years later. I just got this like what? Maybe half a year ago or something like that. Love this thing. And it plays exactly how I remember it would. Because like I said, it's been so long. You know, I didn't think I'd actually remember what it felt like. So, but very cool guitar. I'm actually really impressed with it. It's not too bad. I don't mind that at all. Oh, wow, man. Thanks, Bald Shredder. Appreciate that, dude. That was random and very nice of you. Sheesh, man. What is this? I bought a Schecter this last December because of watching you play highlights a few months ago. Oh, wow, man. Really? Dang. You guys are too nice, man. I'm glad you, you know, found what you were looking for, and I'm glad the review video kind of helped you. Honestly, you know, I never know with review videos if it, you know, if it's gonna go over well or not, because you know, I can't tell you guys for sure what you'll think. I just give you guys an opinion on what I think it feels like and what I like about it. And that's all I can really do, you know. But I know sometimes people are like, well, it works for you, but we don't know if it's gonna work for me. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's fair, you know, because I don't want you guys to think, oh man, you know, this guy told me it was going to be perfect or whatever, and that's always a downside if it's not the way you want it to be. But I'm happy that you like it, dude. I'm glad it worked out, and I'm glad that you enjoyed the video, so thank you for that. Into the Mirror Black. You make the guitar sing, bud. Thank you, appreciate that, man. I try to have fun with it and try to warm up my hands a bit because they're a bit sloppy, so forgive me on that one. You ever have those days where your hands just don't like wake up and it just feels like, I don't know, your hands just feel stiff, you know, and you're like, what's happening here? Why does it feel like this? That's how I feel pretty often, and it can be kind of annoying. If you guys are wondering what I'm looking at, I'm getting my metronome pulled up because I'm trying to warm up my hands a bit. You guys can hear what I normally go through when I'm trying to do this. So I'm going to try to get some picking exercises going, and we'll see. little sloppy, sorry about that. Take a little breather from the metronome. Sorry about that, just trying to get the old hands warmed up here. Absolutely BL. Adore. Oh, wow. Keep on shredding, Lester. Thank you for that, man. You guys are really friendly, man. You guys don't need to send me anything, but, you know, it is very much appreciated, so thank you for doing all that. But yeah, you guys are awesome, man. Just appreciate you hanging out and chit-chatting with me and keeping me company and all that good stuff. All the support, man. Only days that I play. And what is going on? Peter glitched on me. Sorry about that. All right. Oh, 2 yards. Hey, dude. Thanks for joining the live stream. Hope you guys are all having a good time. Just whatever. I was gonna say on your weekend, but it's not a weekend. It's Tuesday. I guess whatever Tuesday brings for you guys. I don't know. Do you guys do the Taco Tuesday thing? I saw you guys mention that in the comments when I was asking about live streams. I used to be a big fan of Taco Tuesday. I used to love going to the taco truck and getting like a burrito supreme and all that good stuff, but I don't do it as much anymore. I have like GERD and stuff with like acid reflux, so which is my own doing, I think, 'cause I ate too many hot peppers when I was younger and a lot of really nasty hot like hot sauces like the bomb and all that. So now I'm like really mild with my diet, 'cause like if I don't, I'm in pain for like a few days. So yeah, if you guys are doing a Taco Tuesday, I hope you're enjoying it. For me, like, I can live vicariously through you if you're doing a taco truck run. And I've also know people that are really not big fans of taco truck or like Taco Tuesday, and they're like, oh, disgusting, I can't do that. I'm like, really? What's wrong with that, man? Tater Tot Tuesday, oh my gosh. Tater Tots, man, heck yeah. That's where it's at. That just makes me think of Napoleon Dynamite, dude. I don't know if you guys like Napoleon Dynamite, but that that's gold, man. I love that movie. That and Dumb and Dumber, but yeah, Napoleon Dynamite, when he's doing putting the tots in there, he's like, what was that bully tell him? Give me some of your tots, Napoleon. Give me some of your tots. Oh, Metal Dude, what? Dude, Metal Dude's in the house. And he likes Burrito Wednesday. You know, I never thought of that. I guess you could do burrito any day of the week. Burrito Wednesday has a catch to it. Wednesday's kind of a depressing day for me, so maybe I should make that Burrito Wednesday then. That's awesome. What's up, Metal Dude, man? Bunch of noodly noodlies. Sorry, I just kind of got carried away there. Let's be honest, every day is burrito day. Yeah, metal dude. I could agree to that, man. Every day is definitely metal day. Or burrito day. And I'm getting my mind mixed up. That's how tired I am today. I was thinking metal dude and burrito day in the same sentence. Metal day, burrito dude. Burrito dude? Can you imagine if we called metal dude burrito dude? Kind of works. Go easy on the hot sauce before you clog that. Bald dude's toilet. Oh, man. Hey, old guitar guy. How you doing, man? Hope you guys are having a good time out there. Oh, it's Mitch. Oh, okay, cool. What's up, man? I didn't know you had 2 accounts. That's pretty cool. Sounds alright, it's not too bad. Let's see here. What are you playing through, Lester? Right now I'm just using my bias effects plugin from Positive Grid, and it sounds alright. It's not my favorite sound, but it's alright. I think the reason why I say that is because it's a little bit like you're playing and the sound kind of just like there's no sustain. It kind of dies on me, so I got to do some adjusting. But it's not bad. I have this Neural DSP plugin, which I might try doing again, but the last time I tried pulling it up, it made like the audio crash, so I'm a little skeptical to do that. I might try it. I guess I can always turn it off if it does happen. But yeah, so that's a possibility. Get a Slayer strap. Ditch that Pink Floyd strap. Slayer. You know, I don't remember how to play any Slayer songs, Metal Dude. I don't even know, like... Gosh, I can't remember. How does Slayer go again? It's like... is that it? I don't remember how that goes. Is that it? It's like... I don't remember how that goes anymore. I don't remember. It's been a long time. I just remember the part that does the little... Oh, no, that's not it. What is that? That's like the only Slayer song I actually like know. Not know, I don't know how to play it, but I mean I recognize. I think South of Heaven's another one, but I don't remember that one at all either, to be honest with you. Let's see here. Oh, dude, yeah, no, Neural DSP is awesome. I was surprised because I'm not a big fan of plugins, but I like it a lot more than this bias effects one. I'm just not sure if it'll work correctly because my computer kind of sucks right now with the live stream. I might try it though. Have I tried Amplitude? No, I haven't found that. I have not come across Amplitude before. I might have to check that out, actually. Is it pretty good? Do I have a specific plugin that gets my effects from my DAW to OBS? Not really. I just use, what is that thing called? I'm running ASIO or ACO or something like that, however you say it. And it just loops whatever's going through my DAW into OBS for me, which is pretty cool. I like those plugins so much. When it was time for a new computer, I went to a Mac. Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about Macs, man. Be careful with those Slayer licks. You might burn the rest of... Oh, that's funny, man. Yeah. Slayer's a trip. I'm no Slayer guy, but like I said, I remember a few licks from them, kind of. And let's see here. Mitch says... Yeah, that's exactly the one, the ASIO. I'm not sure if it's pronounced a certain way, audio something, or if it's an acronym for something. It probably is. But I might try to... Well, I might try to adjust something. Bear with me, guys. If the audio cuts out for a second, I'll fix it. And I'll put the regular audio back on. So it shouldn't be any issues, hopefully. But I am going to test something just to kind of see what happens. And like I said, if it doesn't work out, I can just turn it off. So we're going to see what's going to happen here. Or try to, at least. Why is the gate so high on that one? Try this. Alright, I'm going to try to put the neural DSP on. Wish me luck. Yeah, no, it's not going to work. We got to go back to normal here. Yep, for some reason it does not want to do... It does not want to work neural DSP with a live stream. I'm not sure what's going on there. Let me go ahead and... it wants to do something... Okay, there we go. Back. Sorry about that. Yeah, so definitely not going to work with neural DSP for live streaming for some reason. We'll have to try something else, I guess. In the meantime, I guess bias effects is what it's going to be, and that kind of sucks. I'm not sure how it compares to this. Does anyone else hear a snare drum every few seconds? Oh my goodness, a snare drum. I wonder what's causing that sound. Turn my webcam off and try it. I might have to try that and see if it's something that'll help. Ezio. That's how you pronounce it. That's great, man. Okay, yeah, no audio. Yeah, that was not intentional, but I did expect it to happen. So yeah, it's weird. Like, my computer's okay with using bias effects for the plugin when I'm doing live streams, but when I try using neural DSP for the live stream, the whole thing just shuts off and it like wigs out and it says error and just explodes. That's the best way I could put it. But you know, neural DSP works when I'm not doing live streams, so I'm not sure what's happening. All right, let's see. Let me see here. All right, you guys aren't going to see me for a second here. I'm going to try something. Okay, so this is just my voice in the album cover for something I put together. I leave that in the background there. So let's see if I can run the neural DSP now for a second. Hey, thanks for coming by, Bald Shredder. Appreciate it, dude. It was good seeing you. Hopefully you have some good rest, man. Don't let Metal Dude keep you up too late. Okay, let me see here. So I turned the video off. Let's see if the audio will work now. Nope. Nope, that's not going to work. It started wigging out. So yeah, I went ahead and killed it before it did anything. So I'm just going to keep using bias effects, I guess, for now. Alright, and voila, magic, I'm back. Amazing. It's like the Wizard of Oz. I guess that kind of works. Alrighty, let's see. Hey, no worries, dude. Thank you for coming by, Ralph. 2 yards. By the way, your bio was awesome. Oh, you mean the video I put up? Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yes, it was kind of a cool personal project for me. It was something kind of relaxing, a little bit therapeutic for me, and I think hopefully something therapeutic for other people that, you know, going through their own stuff in life, you know? Because I think everybody's going through something, even if they don't talk about it. We all got our own storms to go through and, you know, hard times and all that, so hopefully it brings something to somebody out there. Cool licks. Thank you. Appreciate that. These are some really sloppy licks, to be honest with you. But I'm glad you like them. I'm glad they sound okay. I feel like it's, I don't know, maybe I'm my own worst critic, but I don't like a lot of the stuff that I play. I'm like, I don't know. You know how that goes. It's kind of noodling. The hard part is not to play things I already played, because like there's a lot of licks that I like, but I play them so much that it's like, oh, I'm doing that thing again. That's great. Yeah. That was a mistake. That's what I was looking for. Trying to work more on my legato because my legato's kind of choppy, so. Sorry for the slop, guys. Just trying to warm up. Let's see here. Cried watching that video. Oh, man. Definitely, you know, yeah, I've heard a few people say that to me, and, you know, I never would have guessed, like, you know, that would, you know, be a reaction. But I guess it makes sense, too, because I guess it's triggering stuff. It's emotional stuff, and it's a little bit, I don't want to say dark, but it's a little dark, so I guess it makes sense too. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching that video, and I appreciate you guys, you know, being supportive and everything. It definitely means a lot to me, you know. Even just hanging out here and doing a silly live stream like we're doing, just jamming out, it means a lot to me, guys. Do I like active or passive pickups? Good question. I like passive because, you know, I don't have to change the battery like an active pickup would, and I kind of go through the batteries a lot on this thing. And I don't want to say a lot, but, you know, I forget to unplug it, or I, you know, if I'm recording something for a few hours, I'm just sitting there doing stuff, leaving it plugged in the whole time, and, you know, it drains on the battery a bit. Granted, for most people, it's not going to be an issue, but in general, I do like active pickups. I like the sound. I just don't like all the work. And there's a certain sound with passive pickups that, I don't know, there's a certain like bright twang sound to it, you know, that you can't really match with active pickups. There's just a certain sound difference. My Charvel had really nice Seymour Duncan pickups, and I love those. They were really nice and just 80s and twanging. But there's a certain sound that I didn't like about those that was like almost a little too hot, you know. These pickups are great because they're not overly sensitive. I mean, depending on what I'm playing through, but it's not like over the top, you know, crazy, you know, feedback. Not to say this is any better than the Charvel or anything. They're all good guitars, and they all have their own qualities to them, but hopefully that kind of makes sense too. It's how I turned out. You turned out so good. I appreciate that, man. You know, I try to, you know, just do my best. That's all we can do. I mean, no matter what people go through in life, I don't think it really, what's the word? Doesn't like determine how you're going to be or what you're going to be. And, you know, I chose not to be part of the cycle of things, you know. I think that's one of the things people get caught in the circle of things, you know, just whatever you call it, dysfunction or trauma or whatever. And they kind of reenact or, you know, relive things. And I never wanted to do that. All I ever wanted after everything that, you know, happened, I just wanted to have a normal life. Just be normal, have a good time, you know, eat a Taco Tuesday, you know, whatever. Just be normal and contribute to society and help people, and, you know, do something I love, which is why I like teaching guitar. I can help other people out, and gives me something that makes me feel good about what I'm doing. So I'm not just sitting here and like, you know, tweedly, you know, as much as I like to do that. Let's see, you like Damasio pickups. Those are pretty cool from what I hear. I never used them, but I've heard really good things about them. I may have to try them out sometime. Mitch, I'm not a fan of active pickups. Yeah, I don't blame you. Like I said, it's not like they're not that much better than passive. I don't think there's any real like sound differences besides maybe just a little less hot in these ones than my Charvel, but overall both had really great qualities. And it's like, if I had to pick between the two, it's kind of hard because the Seymour Duncan's really nice, the EMG's really nice. And, you know, it's funny, having even said that, like, cheap pickups sound great too. What are those called? I think Floor, I'm always saying it wrong, Floer, Floor pickups. My buddy that sent me that guitar that he built for me, I'll show you guys in a little bit. Those pickups, he said, were like, I forget, like $20 or something like that. And they sound pretty dang good. I actually play on it a lot. And sometimes I don't even take my Schecter out because I like the sound of that other guitar. Like, oh, it sounds pretty good. I think I'll just jam on this today, you know? So that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Make sure my chat's loaded up. This thing's freezing on me. Yeah, sorry for the delay, guys, if I'm like slow to reply to stuff. Things get kind of like glitchy on my PC here. Peter says, have you tried Sustainiac pickups before? I have not. I have not tried those before. They sound pretty cool. From what people have told me, I've never, you know, experienced them, but one of these days I might have to. I have a list of things I need to try out. So we'll put Sustainiac pickups there, Damasio stuff, and we'll just keep adding a list, and then, you know, we'll get to it one day, hopefully. But yeah, since I can't do the Neural DSP plugin in the live stream, I guess I'll make a whole video about Neural DSP, since I might as well. I just got it recently, so I guess we'll have that to look forward to. Hopefully that'll be somewhat interesting for you guys. There's a lot of weird settings in that plugin. There's a lot of stuff going on, which is cool. Alright, so let me see here. Everything looks like it's going well with the connectivity. Let's try something here. random switching around. Let's see here. I have there a while. Not that I like know how to use them. Let's see. And sorry, gotta go. Excellent as always. Thank you, 2 Yards. Thank you for coming by, man. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Thank you for stopping by. Reading through here. What's lagging? Steve Vai-ish. Thank you, Mitch. Big compliment, man. I love Steve Vai. If I could be like 10% as good as Steve Vai, I would be happy. That guy is crazy good. You know, when I saw him play live, it just blew my mind, man. The guy never missed a beat, never missed a note. Just super entertaining to watch, too. Like, he was doing these crazy guitar moves and dances and hand smacks and stuff. I don't even know what you call it. He was all over the place, and it just blew everybody's mind, man. The guy's nuts. But, yeah, if you guys ever want to see that footage, I actually recorded some of it. I couldn't bring my actual camera in because you weren't allowed to record. So I couldn't bring my actual DSLR in, which is fair. I mean, you know, respect to the artist and everything. But I wanted to get like just a little bit of footage with my good camera. Anyways, I used my phone, and I got a little bit of, you know, Steve Vai footage from last year. So if you guys look on my channel way back, or if you just type in like Steve Vai, Lester Mitchell, it should bring it up. If you guys want to see that footage, it's kind of choppy, but. Let's see, you are pretty close to him as it is. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I just need to work on my chops a bit more. Just a little bit. Just need to work on my skills a bit. Let me try to adjust some sound settings because there's something I'm trying to fix on here. Maybe I'll add just a little bit of, well, let's see. I'm going to try to add something to my guitar sound to make it sound a little more pronounced. Plugins, man, plugins. It's a whole world. It's a whole world out there of plugins, and I'm still new to it. It's a lot to learn with this stuff, man. It's crazy. Where? Multiband? No, it can't be right. I think this is it here. Add like a phaser or flanger or something. That's better. That's what's missing. I really, really enjoy that flanger sound, or what do you call it? Chorus. Add a little bit more reverb, maybe, just a hair. I'm gonna take down the chorus just a hair. See what's going on here. Okay, that should work. Maybe just a hair more delay. We'll see what it looks like if I just bring the feedback down and just bump up the delay a couple notches. Okay. That sounds a little bit better. Okay, let me go back to the chat box now that I fixed the sound settings. I was wondering if you had a chance to test one out because some Schecters are built with them. I don't live near a store, so I have to buy the guitar to hear it. Oh man, yeah, it's a bummer. I know how that is, man. I live kind of in a weird area myself and we don't have a lot of music stores. The music store I work at is like the only one in town. Well, there's another one, but they're kind of like, they're closing, so it's a little bit outdated. But for us, we're not like a big corporation or anything, so we don't have a lot of that stuff. But yeah, YouTube is awesome in that way where you can just look something up and hear it, you know, like, oh, hey, it's looking to hear a Mark amp or whatever, a Bugera or something, and you can just pull it up on your phone and boom. It's pretty cool. And it's, you know, it was actually really handy for me when I was doing sales more, because when I was trying to, like, you know, help people with pedals and like the sounds, if there's a pedal we didn't like know the sound of, we could just pull it up on YouTube because they were brand new in the box and we couldn't take them out. So I was like, wait, we pull up YouTube. Let's go ahead and plug it into a speaker and see what it sounds like on the YouTube guys settings, and hopefully it'll give us an idea of how the pedal sounds. So reviews are pretty cool that way. You know, help me out a lot in like those spots where like, what do I do? Let's see. You did a review on a... Oh yeah, that's awesome, man. I'll have to check that out. Which, by the way, I just recently saw Mitch's channel. Pretty entertaining. I like it. I liked when he did the Monsoon review, so good job on that, Mitch. That was really cool. I know the Monsoon's taking everybody by storm these days. Everybody's talking about the Monsoon, man, which is Richard James, or I guess Bald Shredder. You guys probably know him as. It's his details that, you know, help make that guitar, which is pretty cool. Do you have a... What is this? Do you have... sounds and bias effects right now, or yeah, I'm just kind of adjusting stuff right now, to be honest with you. Like my my bias effects, I do have like presets and all that, not my personal ones, but just presets I kind of tweak around with. But to be honest with you, I'd never use it outside of live streams because I just don't like the sound of it. It sounds so, I don't know, it just sounds weird to me. It's probably just my fault for not setting it up correctly, but it just sounds so I don't know, that's alright, I guess. Actually, I think it's a rip-off of something. I forgot how that goes now. Well, it's like an old Pantera song, right? Was that Floods? Ah, well, I don't remember. Let's see. Good night, guys. Hey, good night, Sienna. Thank you for coming by and checking out the live stream. Hopefully we'll get it working a little bit better next time, so it won't be so glitchy. Floods. There you go. Yep, you got it, JC. I haven't heard that song in a long time. Very cool tune, though. I used to love the guitar solo to that, and I used to remember how to play it. I don't remember how to play it, though. I don't remember how to play a lot of stuff anymore. Oh, my keyboard's plugged in. I didn't even know I had that plugged in still. Whoops. Let me delete that. Hold on a second. What happened? Okay. It's going to restart the audio, so it's going to go quiet for a second, guys. Okay, we're back. So I guess if I barely touched my MIDI keyboard, it just wigged out my computer and had to reset the ACO or AZO, or whatever you call it. But we're back at least, so that's good. Beautiful solo. Yeah, it's a really good solo in that song, man. I agree with you. That's sounding pretty awesome. Well, I'm glad you think so, man. I butchered that song, I think, but I'm glad you think it sounds awesome. I'll take that. I'll take that. It's a win. Yeah. Like I said, I used to know a lot of songs, man. I used to know how to play a lot of songs, and you know, when you start writing your own songs, you kind of forget other songs. And then because I'm a teacher full time, you know, I work in a music store teaching kids and adults all day. Like, I forget the stuff I learn and the stuff I even play myself, because I'm learning like songs every day, and I'm like, okay, you want to do this song? Okay, we'll do that song. It's like songs I never heard of. So I'm always exposed to new music, which is cool, but I'm always forgetting, you know, stuff, and it comes back to me later. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what that is. Okay, it's that one lick or riff or whatever. Yeah, Pantera. I used to know a lot of Pantera stuff. I don't really remember it anymore. Um, yeah, I just don't. I remember there's like, what is that song? What is that? Which is cool. But and there's another Pantera song. Was it "Mouth for War" or something like that? And then I forgot the beginning's different though. I think it was like. That's what it was, yeah, it was that little riff. Sorry, getting sidetracked, but yeah. I don't remember a lot of riffs from songs anymore. I used to. I used to remember a lot of riffs. What is another fun one? But yeah, not so much anymore. Let's see. Any Megadeth? Yeah, you know, it's been a while. I just don't like the stereotypical Megadeth tunes, so don't hate me. I remember how I can't remember how the solo goes to that song. What was it? No. No, was it No. That's what it was. I think it's the right frets, but I'm playing it wrong. It's like... well, I can't remember half that solo anymore. I haven't played it in years. I learned that solo, and I was good at it for like a hot moment, and that was like 7 years ago. And I don't remember how to play it, so bear with me. Let's see. This year marks 20 years since Dime passed. Oh my gosh, that's crazy to think, man. You're right. And that whole thing is tragic, man. You know, it really was messed up. I love Dime. I think it's one of the reasons I got into pinch harmonics and just that type of music in general. Like, I didn't really know about a lot of music, but then when I got into music and I, you know, was Pantera, and I was like, whoa, what is this? And it was like a gateway into other heavy metal stuff. Oh my gosh, yeah, Dime was amazing, man. Amazing player. Jason Vister. What's up, my brother? What's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Some killer. Oh yeah, I know this axe has really cool binding, man. I love the look of it too. It's just a pretty overall guitar. I like the look, I like the aesthetic, I like the feel, the weight, I like the little inlays and everything. Really cool guitar. And I'm not trying to sell you guys because I don't get anything out of it. I'm not getting any payout or commission from that. I don't work with Schecter. Unless they want me to, that'd be kind of cool. Send me an email. But No, I like this guitar. It just plays really nice. And I've never been a guy that's like, oh, a guitar has to look a certain way. You know, I never really cared about that kind of thing. But having said that, this is the one guitar in my life I always wanted because I loved the look of it. I was always like, that is this sick looking guitar. It just looks like gothic, you know, like Castlevania or something. I don't know. It sounds like a dorky thing I'm mentioning, but you know what I mean. Bluesy and Toothy. Hi Lester? How you doing, man? You watched my life story. It was very interesting. I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully it was entertaining or something. Motivational. Whatever. Something positive, hopefully. I know it was a little bit of a dark topic, but I meant it to be more of like an uplifting thing and hopefully kind of helpful for other folks out there. That sounds so awesome. Thanks for sharing your time, Lester. I've got a crash for the night. No worries, Peter. Thank you for coming by, man. I appreciate it. We'll see you probably next time in one of the next videos I'm uploading, whenever that is, if I don't procrastinate anymore. Is it a Damien? No, this one's a Hellraiser. It's a C1 Hellraiser. They have like different ones too. They have like the 7-string, 8-string Hellraisers, which I wasn't brave enough to buy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I just wasn't like ready for that jump yet. I've been playing 6 strings for like 23 years, so the thought of having to like get a 7 or 8 string just sounds exciting, but also terrifying. And I'm like, I don't know. Do I want to do that? One of these days I will. I will jump and go for it. But the Damians are cool too. I've seen those, and I was actually torn between the two. Padded pedal room. Hey Lester, hope you're doing well. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well as well. Wait, hope you're doing well as well. There's gotta be a better way to say that in English. Hope you're also doing well. There you go. See, I can do English. Hope all you guys are doing well, for that matter. I appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me. We're just kind of killing time, BSing a bit. I'll probably be here another hour or so. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. How many guitars do I own? I just own 2 guitars. I own Miss Hellraiser one. And sorry for the noise there. That was my cord. It's a little bit janky, but I own this Hellraiser, and then I own the homemade guitar that somebody built me. It's like a Telecaster / Strat hybrid Frankenstein guitar, which is pretty cool. I could own more guitars. I just don't have the space, to be honest with you guys. And I don't think like I would be able to take care of them all and play them all. It's a cool idea, but yeah, I just don't think I have the space. I live in such a tiny little studio apartment in like the ghetto, so it's like very, like, you guys don't see it. My kitchen's there, my bathroom's here, and then like to the left, or well, my left, you're right. It's gonna be like this little bed here, and then I got my front door facing me, so it's pretty much just like a little square. But to be expected, since I live in California, everything is like, expensive and all that. But let's see here. I've got the 6-string and 7-string Schecter Hellraiser. Oh man, that's nice. I bet that's killer, man. I'm a little envious of that. Is my life story part 2 coming soon? Maybe. Yeah, that might be something I could do in the works. A few people have been asking me about that, if they wanted, to hear more stories. They wanted to, hear different things. I left a lot of stuff out of my story. There's a lot of stuff I didn't go over because I felt like, okay, this video is already like 30 minutes long. I don't want to make it any longer. 30 minutes is already long for a video, but I thought if I make it like 40, 50 minutes, that's just overkill. And then, I was thinking, well, what's the relevance? Like, what story should stay? Which one should go? I've got a bunch of other stories. Like, I'm sure we all do. We all have stories. I just happen to be telling them, I guess, is the only difference between you and me. Which, by the way, if anybody out there feels inspired to do the same thing, please do and tag me in it. I would love to see that trend, because I feel like people aren't really as open. I mean, they're open, but like on social media, like we're not always like, oh, hey, here's this, here's that. It's always kind of more of image, and I'm not about that kind of stuff. So hopefully it inspires other people to do the same and be more real with folks. I hope. And let's see here. When are you going to make another video with Richard James? Hopefully soon. He's so busy these days. I hate bugging him. I love the guy. We're pretty good friends, and he's awesome guitar player. I've always loved his guitar playing. But it's just a matter of like getting him, you know, to have free time, because he works as a teacher full time, so he's very busy already. And then he's got YouTube now. He's taken a lot more seriously than I am, so he's uploading like every other day. But when he gets time, I'll ask him. I'll let him kind of get a break. I don't want to stress the guy. Should write an ebook on it. It would be a bestseller. Well, I appreciate that, Robert. You know, that might be an idea, making a book. I'm not sure how that would go, because I'm not much of a writer, to be honest with you. But I could give it a try. You know, I don't see why not. Books are fun. I like reading them. Writing them, I don't know. I have some PDF books I write for music theory stuff and like the lessons I sell, but even that's not like, you know, it's not really writing. I'm just teaching. But people that can write stuff like actual books, that's an art form of itself. So kudos to you guys that do that. But yeah, I'm just killing time here, hanging out. I'm just kind of jamming. We're just kind of getting some good vibes going. I don't know. Seeing if I don't screw up my notes. Sloppy picking. Let me fix that up. Still sloppy, but oh well. I'm gonna blame the plugin. It's really just me. Okay, let's see. You are a good documentary presenter with all those horror background music. Oh, yeah. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I mean, originally I just had it, like, plain and simple for the video, but I was like, this isn't going to keep people's attention. I need, like, something to impact. I need some, like, music. And I had to go with whatever YouTube offered. So, like, they would give you, like, these options that are, like, copyright-free. So I just picked those ones because I don't want to get copyright striked. You know, I would have picked some other music if I had the choice. I would have picked like Phil Collins or something. I don't know, something cool. But I was stuck with whatever the hand dealt me with the old YouTube. Copyright sucks, man. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna try to do something else and see if I don't screw up. So bear with me, guys. Hopefully you can see me okay. Let me check my angle. Yeah, you can kind of see me. I'll try to twist this way so you guys can see me a bit better. I don't know. Ooh, sloppy. Random notes. Let's see. Can I play that Tom Quell section you recently uploaded? Oh, the Tom Quell thing. Yeah, you know, I don't remember how to play it very well. I'll try. How does that go again? That's the... Ah, so I probably messed up. That's what it was. Hold on a second, I think I have the tab still. For how that goes, let me minimize my OBS Studio so I can see. That's a fun track too. Let me look. Where is my tab file for that? Let me scroll down. There it is, Tom Quayle. Well, I have two different Tom Quayle files, so which one's which, I wonder. I have TQ, then I have Tom Quayle written out. I mean, I wouldn't have laughed if it's like the same exact file, just with a different name. That's gonna be hilarious. Let me see. How does that go? It's been so long. Oh yeah, this is the one. So it's... Now right here's where I messed up before, so what is that? Yeah, that's right, so far. Oh, that's what it was. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Those 13, yeah. Okay, I had that right part. So the pull-off part was what again? Let me see that. 15, 13, 11, 14, 12. So, did I do that? Oh, I did that wrong. Oops. That's what it was. Okay, so... That's right. Oh, that's the wrong part, so... Grab the rest goes now. That's close. That little pull-off part, forgot about that. It's just so awkward. There it is. That's what it was. That's the little ending part was. If you guys wonder what I'm doing, I'm trying to dissect this Tom Quayle thing I learned a long time ago because I can't remember it. Very complicated, very weird, but of course it has to be because Tom Quayle's just insane, right? The guy's like a genius, man. Let's see, did he improvise that? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I think he must have like practiced it, but it sure looks like he improvised like part of it. The guy's just amazing. I have a few of his lesson courses I took like a while back, and the guy's just like just over the top, man. The guy's like Alan Holdsworth and Greg Howe in one. It's like this big ball of genius, and his legato is just so crazy and complex. Guys, yeah, like I said, he's a genius. What a great run. Yeah, it's really cool if I could get it right. I haven't played it since that video, actually. I got lazy. Is this PDF file on the web? Yeah, you know, it is. I actually tabbed it out, and I think a few other people probably did too. I have a transcription I did by ear. The tab I'm looking at right now is available for free. I have the link underneath the Tom Quayle video I uploaded. So if you look back at the Tom Quayle video where I covered this lick, it's in the description box. And it's for free. I'm not charging any money for that. I have a lot of stuff I give for free. I do charge for the lesson packs, but like a lot of the stuff's free that I give to people, licks and tabs and stuff like that. So if you want to learn it, definitely go ahead and download it. And also, there's a guitar profile, which is called Tux Guitar. And I don't know if you have Tux Guitar or not, but you could download that for free. It's basically everything that Guitar Pro is, just without paying any money, which is cool. I'm cheap. I like that kind of thing. So you guys could use that and, you know, listen to the music and play along with it and all that good stuff. So definitely give that a try. But yeah, it's a cool lick. If I could get it right, though, and I might as well try it again while we're here. Might as well. So let me think here. Wow, I screwed up that. So let's see. Try just doing that part again. So which I think he just legatos the whole thing with his left hand. He barely picks anything, so I'm picking way more than you're supposed to. I think he's doing it like that. Oh, sorry, that's wrong too. What's it say again? Oh yeah. Oh, that's what it was. I'm playing it way slower because I can't remember how to play that. So. That's what it is. Now, if I could speed that up like 100%, that would be the goal. Ah, see, I already screwed up. Whoops, jumped ahead too soon there, so I was like... See, I'm trying to jump ahead without practicing it slowly. Don't do what I'm doing. This is not the correct way to learn something. You should like go slow and like play it section by section with a metronome. I'm just kind of screwing around right now, so don't do what I'm doing. This is not the right way to do that. Let me see here. Let's see. I saw your very old live streams that did not lag. Are using other streaming software. Yeah, you know, I used to use my Canon M50, and I used to use Spark Cam to do live streams, and it worked a lot better. The only problem was my camera, my Canon, doesn't connect to my computer anymore. The little like slot got messed up, so I can't actually plug it in like I used to, which kind of sucks. There's an option for Bluetoothing, but it just doesn't really work very well. It's like really glitchy. So that stopped me from doing live streams for a while because I really didn't like my webcam. The Bald Shredder was telling me about his webcam, which I guess is like $20 he got on Amazon. So I might go that route because it looks pretty decent on his, and I don't see as much of a glitch. So that might be something we'll see in the future here. I don't see why not. But let's see. How do you incorporate these learnings on your own playing? What mode is this actually in? Good questions. I guess when I learn stuff like this, or like songs or licks or whatever, I just kind of look at how they're being played, and I kind of see if I can make things similar. Like, what's happening here? Well, I look at the song, and I'm like, well, this song has a string skipping, and he's doing, like, you know, interval patterns, so he's, like, playing a root, you know, and kind of walking. So instead of doing that, you know, just kind kind of cool. So then, you know, when you're playing something, okay, well, maybe I can jump around with intervals. So maybe I'm here. And then we can switch key randomly and see if it works, like, you know. And you could just, you know, I'm just playing random junk. That's not very good, but you know what I mean. It's just stuff you can incorporate into your own style. See what things give you like new ideas. Same thing with riffs. You know, you can take riffs and see if it gives you ideas to make your own riffs, which is kind of cool. What mode is this actually in? You know, I'm not sure. I think it's just like a minor key. It's just regular minor. There's a couple parts where he shifts into like a Lydian thing, and then it sounds like he goes into a melodic minor, from what I'm guessing. Again, I transcribed this stuff by ear, so I'm not sure how accurate it is to what he's playing. I probably could be like a note or two off. But I think he's just doing like a minor and then going in and out of that like kind of a Lydian sound at one point towards the end, and then to that like melodic minor mode, which might be, I don't know, maybe like a Lydian augmented or something. How did you start shredding at a very early age, as mentioned in your story in the video? You know, good question. So in the video, I was talking about how I had a really junky old guitar, right? And you guys are probably listening to me on that and going, what the heck's he talking about? But yeah, so it was like an old acoustic, I think a First Act or Johnson, or something like that. It was my mom's, actually, technically. She never used it. It was left-handed, and it was just sitting in the corner. The strings were like, you know, way off the fretboard, just all that good stuff. Rust, you know, the smell is real nasty. I could smell it now thinking about it, which is kind of funny. But yeah, so I'd sit there and I try to learn it because I had nothing else to do, you know. I would sit there and we didn't really have anything else. We didn't have TV. We didn't do anything. We're just stuck in this trailer park. We didn't have. There's nothing to do, and you can't go and do physical things because you're not eating because we're so like, you know, broke and stuff. So it's not like we had any energy to go do anything. So it's either listening to the radio if you can get it in with the antennas, which is really cool. We used to listen to the radio all the time, or at least I did. But my stepdads did too. But yeah, I would sit there and just try to play the guitar over and over, just holding down like one string, you know. I didn't make very much progress at first because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. One of my stepdads knew how to play guitar, which is cool. And he actually showed me, like, I forget what it was, like AC/DC or something, and like Paradise City, a couple different tunes. And I was like, oh, okay, this is pretty fun. This is all right. And so I started playing those, you know. And again, it was upside down because we couldn't switch the strings around. The nut wasn't filed right, so I guess that's what the reason was. I didn't know that back then. My stepdad was trying to explain it to me, and it was over my head. So we were just, you know, learning to do things upside down, and it was weird adjusting because when I started playing normal, I like, oh, it's upside down, but it wasn't upside down. It was upside right. It's just my brain saw it upside down. And anyways, long story short, I was getting really into just like listening to metal and stuff on the radio and trying to pick stuff out by ear because we didn't really have a lot of tab. He showed me how to read tab and he wrote out stuff for me, but we didn't have like good internet or anything. So at first I was just trying to figure it out on my own. Just trying to figure out like picking. I didn't know alternate picking. I didn't know any of the stuff I know now, but sorry, I got a little carried away, but yeah, so that's, you know, the start of it. And then when I started getting into shredding, I guess that's when it got more like in, I don't know, later in life. I didn't really get into shredding right away. That was probably my first, like, 3 years of playing. I didn't even know what shred was. And then I got into, like, Vinnie Moore and all these guys. And I'm like, whoa, Dimebag Darrell, Steve Vai. And that made me really want to learn how to shred. So I just kept trying to figure it out. And it was very slow progress, unfortunately. Let me see here. Sorry, I didn't see the chat. It was, like, freezing up on me. Which is a good place to buy used guitars and stuff. I guess you could check on Reverb. Reverb's pretty good. I think Sweetwater's a little bit higher in price, but Reverb's pretty fair. I bought a few guitars, including this one off Reverb. When did you start playing guitar? I guess I'd be like the age of 11, 12, around there, 11. I think 11. And what happened to the Kurt Cobain guitar? Yeah, that's everyone wants to know what happened to the Kurt Cobain guitar, man. So I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. I think my mom like either gave it to somebody or she hawked it for money. It was one of the two. I never saw it again. Once we went to the trailer, it was gone. It was a very short-lived experience, and it looks pretty cool. I mean, I don't remember it, you know, specifically. I was very young, but I remember it looking pretty neat. But yeah, nobody was happy with that purchase. Are you one eye blind? Yeah, I'm one eye blind. Not third eye blind like the band, just one eye blind. Sorry, I had to make the joke. Which, by the way, I do like Third Eye Blind. Or I used to like their other songs too. It was the Semi Charm kind of life, and I found that was about meth or something, and I was like, that's what that song's about? Yeesh. But yeah, I'm blind in my right eye here. So if you guys ever see me looking off like in a weird distance or like area, I'm not like looking at anything weird. Like if you look at me in my left eye, I'm looking right at you. My right eye I can't control as well. It's kind of lazy because I can't see anything. So that's why it looks like this one's kind of veering off a bit. And also, if you look really closely, you can see my, I also have cataract in this eye. So I have retinal detachment and cataract. So this eye is like a little jacked up looking in certain lighting. I mean, this lighting doesn't look so bad, but other lighting, it makes it stick out more. And, you know, when I'm teaching people, people are like, somebody behind me? And I'm like, no, you're good. I'm blind in that eye. Because they don't know what's going on. Like, what is he looking at? How much was the Kurt Cobain guitar for? Oh gosh, I don't even remember, but it must have been a lot of money. Thousands, I'm guessing. You know, as a kid, I had no idea, but I know my dad was not thrilled, considering we went into a pretty big debt over that. She bought a lot of random stuff. Kurt Cobain stuff everywhere. We had Kurt Cobain guitar, we had Kurt Cobain spoons that were like all rusty that I guess he used to eat spoop with as his grandma or something like that. We had Kurt Cobain pictures like on the walls, and you know, I didn't know this stuff wasn't normal, man. Like, you know, I thought this was normal. You know, I grew up and I didn't know, and it was until later I realized it was pretty weird. We had like pictures of Kurt Cobain as a kid in the bathroom, hanging on the wall. We never had family pictures hanging, just Kurt Cobain on the wall and weird stuff. Kurt Cobain hanging out in his garage or whatever. We would watch home videos she would buy for, you know, really pricey amounts on eBay, I think it was. Again, I'm not sure how much, but it was a lot of money. And it's just video of Kurt Cobain as a kid or as a teenager, and you know, his family. It's just weird stuff. But yeah, I've seen Kurt Cobain probably more than I should have in my lifetime. Oh. Do I have problems with depth perception? I have problems with speaking, apparently. I can't do that one. Yeah, depth perception. Not so much. I mean, my right eye is completely blind, obviously, but my left eye I can see decently. These glasses are trifocals, so I know it sounds old, but yeah, they're not bifocals, but trifocals. I have one lens in the top, one in the middle, one in the bottom, like progressive lenses, I guess they call it. Yeah, it works pretty good. Do I have any siblings, cousins? Yeah, I have a few sisters. I have a couple half-sisters, one full sister. Didn't really know them that well. They always used to run away from home and cause problems and stuff like that, so I figured there's no point talking about them in the story in the video. I thought, well, that's not very entertaining. They weren't really around, and you know, they just made big scenes and everything. That's what siblings are for, I guess, though, right? Making big scenes. It's the normal thing to do, I guess. What is happening? Warning, the bitrate is going down to 29992. It's lower than recommended bitrate. Okay, YouTube's warning me that my streaming is going a little slow, so bear with me, guys. I'm not sure if you can still see me okay. Probably still glitching out. Alright. Looks good on my end on OBS, so what's happening? Looks fine, I guess. But yeah, as far as cousins go, I do have some cousins. I don't know a lot of my family, unfortunately. That's what people want to see, the drama. Yeah, you got that right. That's why Jerry Springer's so popular and Maury. I remember those shows, man. Good old Jerry. Um, yeah, my sisters, they're pretty dramatic, man. I mean, they're always making a scene. I didn't really know them that well. They're a lot older than me, but they used to play pranks on each other, or play pranks on me or whatever. I remember they put a nail in my shoe one time because I thought it'd be funny, and I didn't no idea. It went right into my foot, and that freaked me out pretty bad. And then they used to just make big scenes where they beat themselves up and call the cops on my parents, or they'd slit their wrists and say that somebody else did it to them and blame everybody else in the family. So it was always, cops are always coming out for something ridiculous. Jason, I think you are just an interesting dude, brother. Love to listen. Have a great night, you guys. Hey, thank you, dude. Appreciate that. I'm glad you hopefully got entertained a little bit. I have no idea what or how to do live streams, so this is all kind of new for me. I just kind of like screwing around. Why did your girlfriend left you? That's honestly probably because I was young and dumb. I think when we're all young, we kind of are a bit, lower in the category than other folks. I know that hopefully I'm a little bit better off now as, 10 years later. I think there's still a lot for me to learn, but hopefully further ahead than what I was before. And all that good stuff. You had a nail poked you too one time on the foot? Oh, I'm sorry to hear it, man. Yeah, it hurts. Not a fun feeling. You're just like, ah. It's not a good wake up call, that's for sure. Yeah, it was a little awkward too, because we all shared a room, So I had this room with my two sisters. My other sister got her own room. It was very awkward, so they're always playing pranks on me and stuff. I guess it was entertaining for them, not so much for me. But luckily they weren't around too long, because like I said, they'd run away a lot and eventually just split altogether, so. Which I'm not in contact with now. I mean, I think one added me on Facebook, and they never talked to me. They never liked my posts or anything, and I'm like, I don't know. But then that's Facebook in general, like 80% of the people on my Facebook don't like anything, which is fine. I don't mind. But why request me as a friend? That's, I always thought that was weird. I guess just to have you as a friend, I guess. Kind of like the old MySpace days. I look very calm and cool. I'm glad you think so, man. I don't feel cool. But if you guys say so, yeah, I did used to have pretty bad anger issues. I'm not going to lie about that. And I still have a lot of anxiety issues. So, like, me personally, like, I've some good days, I have some good, better days, and I have some really bad days where I'm just like freaking out. I wake up panicking and stuff, and I think I'm dying when I'm not. I wake up going, and luckily my wife puts up with me. She's like, you're okay, you're just waking up from you're having an episode. I'm like, okay, all right, and I drink some water, but those aren't fun. I can laugh about it now, but they aren't fun moments. Anger issues though, I used to have a pretty bad temper, and not so much like I wasn't out drinking and starting fights or anything like that, but if fights were presented or people would tick me off back then, I kind of had a shorter fuse, and so I did get into some altercations I regret. One specifically being at a bar, I remember, and I wasn't drinking. I never drank. I was there for the open mic, and this guy was harassing this girl, trying to get her drunk, and she was already kind of tipsy already, and she had some other mental health issues, so I was trying to look out for the girl, and I told the dude, I was like, man, just knock it off, don't do that, it's not cool, like, what are you doing? He didn't like what I had to say, so as soon as I turned around, sucker punched me, and then he hit me as I turned around in my ribs, and before I know it, we're swinging, we're clenching each other, I got him in like a headlock, he's getting me in a headlock, I'm kind of starting to elbow him in the face, because I did Muay Thai a little bit, so I'm trying to use my Muay Thai on this guy. I know as people are screaming, we're going to the ground, we're pulling on each other, and then before I know it, I get lifted up by these big Samoan security guards. Nothing racist, they were Samoan security guards, and they sprayed me in the face with pepper spray, they threw me out, and I got 86 from the bar, which is ridiculous. The irony of this story is the other guy didn't get kicked out of the bar, and I was so ticked off, and my face hurt, it was red. I had to go to my friend Abe's house, and luckily he helped me wash my eyes out, but I was just like, dude, is there no justice? Which, you know, again, I was young and dumb, so don't get into fights, anybody watching this. This isn't a good thing. It hurts. It's not a fun experience to get kicked out of things, so. Let's see. How much did I get for my Shred collab? Oh, you mean the Mega Shred collab with Bradley Hall and all those guys? I don't get much. I think I made like $8 on that video, which is kind of pathetic. Let's see, do you know martial arts as you showed? Yeah, I know a little bit of Muay Thai. I did Wing Chun a little bit, which is kind of, I don't want to say it's a joke. I like Wing Chun, but it wasn't like what I was looking for. Oh my gosh. And I don't want to like get into huge martial art politics here, so like I'm not going to go into super detail, and I don't want to bash any arts. That's like, I know martial arts is not politics, but it can be. But yeah, I did Wing Chun for like a good, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. And I did Muay Thai a little bit. I've done a little bit of Jiu-Jitsu, not a lot. I never got far in Jiu-Jitsu, only because it was expensive and I didn't have like a lot of the free time I wanted. But I know a little bit. I can do a guillotine, rear naked. I can turtle up. I can kind of get out of side mount a little bit. It needs work. But yeah, boxing, mainly Thai boxing, and then Wing Chun. Those are like the two ones I spent a lot of time with. I had a little bit of karate background. I tried it out. A guy did, he told me too, because he did a couple of different arts, this guy. He did Kaju Kenbo, and he did, not Goju, what's the other one called? Kempo karate, there you go. So I learned a little bit of that. I got like a yellow belt or something, or I think it was a yellow belt, so I didn't get very far in that. But it was cool, it was an experience. Let's see, so sorry to hear this, Lester. Thank you, Mitch. It's all right, man. It's just life. I try to laugh about it now. It's silly stories. Did you ever go to prison? No. Thank God. I never went to prison. Thank goodness for that, man. I don't think I would last, to be honest with you. I think I'd probably get like stabbed or something. So that's a good thing. I'm not in prison. Whew. Thank goodness for that. Yeah, I got enough problems in the outside world. I don't need prison life. That sounds a lot worse. But I met a lot of convicts that went to prison, and if somebody's watching this video and you've been in prison, I'm not saying anything bad about convicts at all, so don't take it the wrong way at all. But I met a lot of different convicts, or ex-cons, I should say, and they've told me some crazy stuff, man. When I was homeless, I've had people tell me the craziest stuff. I met people that were home invaders. I met people that were murderers. I met people that had been in Pelican Bay. That guy was pretty scary. And he was very cool and calm and collected too. But man, he had a temper, that guy. Let's see. I could reach subscribers from your collab videos. That's how I came to know you. Oh, that's cool, man. From the Jared Dines thing? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was pretty happy about that when that happened, man, to make top 50. I didn't think I'd ever make top 50 in anything, so I was pretty thrilled. I'm an interesting guy. Thank you, JC Guitars. Appreciate that, dude. I just had a lot of stories. That's all. I don't think I'm interesting, but I appreciate that. I just think I have a lot of weird experiences and stories to tell people, and that's kind of I don't know. It's kind of therapeutic too, for me to tell you guys, I guess. As long as you can take care of yourself against the average person. Yeah, exactly. And, to be honest with you guys, if you're thinking about taking martial arts as like a fix for fighting, like, don't. Just don't do it. Because, and again, I'm not trying to get into politics, but like 80% of the time, martial arts goes out the window when you're fighting. Like, adrenaline kicks in, you get tunnel vision, you got all these emotions, cortisol, adrenaline, everything's popping through your body, epinephrine, whatever it is. And you're shaking, you can't think clearly. Everything's just like on overdrive. So, and everything happens unpredictably too. Like, martial arts are great, and they can definitely help in a fight. I'm not saying they're useless, but it's not how they teach it, like in dojos where, oh, the guy's gonna attack this way and I'm gonna defend this way and it's gonna work that, it just doesn't work that way usually. Unless you're fighting somebody that really doesn't know how to fight and or maybe drunk or something. Which, I mean, hopefully you're not getting in any fights, period. So, again, hopefully YouTube doesn't flag me for that. Been through a lot compared to most people. I don't know, man. I mean, I guess so. I don't think so. There's a lot of guys out there that have been through probably worse than me, and the one person I feel like had a really hard time in life, and I always feel terrible about this, but I think it's a story that also needs to be told. Is the pastor that I was talking about in the video. Really nice guy. We stay in contact. He's really cool. Just a really good guy overall. He was never fake. And I'm not saying anything about pastors in general, but he was always really genuine with me. Always just straightforward, real friendly. He has a wonderful family, and his son had a really bad battle with like cancer and stuff ever since he was really young, which is just really heartbreaking. And so he had a lot of surgeries, he had a lot of stuff going on, and he's always had to get checkups and more surgeries over the years. And the downside is that kid struggles every day. Like he's unable to walk. He has seizures on the whim, and it's awful. And to think that somebody has to go through that every day, like I can't even imagine. Like if I can walk around and I'm able-bodied, I can move, I can do things. There's no excuse for me not to be grateful. You know what I mean? When people like that, like that kid, for instance, he has such a good attitude, that kid, too. He's always so friendly and just really well behaved. But yeah, that poor guy, man. The whole family been through a lot, so. But yeah, I got a lot of stories, so I don't mean to ramble on at you guys. You guys get me talking, and I'll keep talking. I don't mean to. I just, I get a little ADD, so I get mixed around different topics and things, and I get going. It is heartbreaking. Yeah, it is heartbreaking, man. It's really sad. And so many people suffer every day, like every second, people are dying. People are being born. People are being diagnosed with something incurable. People are, as we speak, going through something traumatic. I mean, right now, it could be happening next door to you. Just because we don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. And that's something that, I think is really important too, because we're all sitting here having a good time. It's next door, some really crazy crap could be going on, We don't know. It's, and that's one thing about being homeless is like, it showed me a lot of that. There's so many things that we don't see every day outside, but there's a hell of a lot of more things inside that, go on that people don't see too. And it's terrible, man. It's terrible. It really it's depressing. But I try to look at the positive. There's a lot of good things happening too. There's a lot of really good things happening. And there's also a lot of really good people out there that are doing a lot of really good things. And that just keeps me going, man. That there's people out there like that have that unconditional love or drive to pay it forward. That's just awesome to me. Honestly, that keeps me going, man. Because, life's short for everybody, man. We're all here temporarily, and I don't mean to sound depressing, but, like, I'm not going to take my guitar with me where I go. I'm not going to take my stuff with me or who I am or my YouTube. This stuff's fun, and I have fun with it. It's positive, and it's something good for me and something I can help other people with and stuff, but it's not the end-all, be-all. It's just something to do in the meantime while I'm here, It's transient time, or whatever you want to call it. And again, I'm not trying to sound depressing, so bear with me. I'm not trying to sound morbid. But, I take that attitude with me every day because I think, well, no matter what, if I wake up, I have a whole day ahead of me. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be here a week from now. I don't know if the world's still going to be here. But I'm still here now, so there's no reason for me not to do my best and to, try to better myself in some way. There's always, room for improvement, so I think that helps a bit. Let's see. Mitch, you said you have a son from your first marriage and he hates you. That sucks, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. Stuff like that too is tricky. It's so tricky. There's so many dynamics involved. There's so many layers to things and people, interpersonal relationships and all that. And just I don't know. It's hard for people. You know, my parents were kind of, they're pretty out there, you know, and I don't hate them. There was a time in my life, I guess I could say I would have hated them when I was younger. I might have said like, well, yeah, maybe I do hate them. But as I got older and I did some reflecting and, you know, I lived life a bit more and to get to the point where I am now, I don't hate them. You know, if anything, I feel sad for them because it is human beings, man, and it sucks that people think like they put parents on this high pedestal, and you know, I guess I even did that when I was younger because you expect like your parents to be parents, or you expect them to be a certain image or whatever, like we do with most people. When we meet most people in general, we do that. We don't see people for what they really are. We see them for what we think they are, or how we perceive them to be, right? We don't see them for everything that they actually are, and you know, parents especially. So it took a lot of work for me to say, hey, these people are like, let me put myself in their shoes. They're just people, and they're suffering the same, or maybe different stuff, but they're still suffering in some way. And no matter what, like what age you are, or what, you know, what happens, they're still just people at the end of the day, and they're not going to be here forever. So I had to make peace with that because, you know, it's no point hating anyone. And I think everybody gets to a point where they have to make that decision in their own time. I hope that, you know, things get better in that regard. Yeah, I hope that, you know, in time he'll see things differently. I mean, that's probably all you can do is just give it time and hope that he'll get to a point where he reflects on life and sees it, you know, as a trivial thing. Like to hate anyone in general is just no point. Like it goes back to what I was saying earlier. We're all here temporarily. Why hate anyone? Nobody's gonna be here forever, and we're all suffering the same stuff. We all go through trauma or financial burdens or struggles or stress or, you know, we all have thoughts. We all have the same feelings in different ways. So why hate anyone? And I know not everybody thinks that way, but I think people get to that point on their own terms, like I'm saying. I think they'll get there on their own. Hopefully sooner than later, you know, and I'm sorry you got to deal with that. I know that's got to be rough, man. People are people. Exactly right. I agree with you, Cole. People are people. It's a good way to put it. And hopefully time will, as they say, fix things. Or at least mend things, you know. Hopefully. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Mitch, man. Hopefully you guys are all having a good time out there. Oh, I see. He's 45 now, and things got worse since he got married. Yeah. That's even trickier, man, when you got stuff like that, you know. Oh, sorry. Touched my cord. But yeah, it's even trickier with stuff like that because, you know, like I said, there's so many layers and dynamics that go into those interpersonal relationships. Now, at this point in my life now, I just try to get along with everybody, have a good time. Just treat everybody like I would want to be treated. You know, I treat everybody like family because there's no reason not to. Unless somebody's, you know, going crazy or something, there's no reason to be rude to anyone. Heck, and you know, I've had some wacky stuff happen over the years with people, and you know, I've been lucky enough to handle my responses better now than I would have. But yeah, just like the guy said, people are people, man. No more sad stuff. Sorry, it's all right, dude. No worries. I don't mind the. It's not sad. I mean, it's just stuff that happens, man. And I appreciate you sharing that with, you know, me here and everybody else, because like I said, man, this isn't about me. This is about all you guys too. This is us. It's a community. You know, you're not just here to, you know, watch me play. I mean, yeah, I'll play, but you know, if we're having a good time chit-chatting and getting to know each other better, I think that's good for the community. And I want you guys to feel like you can just tell me whatever, you know. I gave you my life story. I want you guys to feel like you can do the same with me. You don't have to. I'm not saying you have to do that, but Cole says, how long have you been playing for? I just started to learn guitar. It's tough for me, but I'm keep trying at it. Kudos to you, man, for trying it. It's really cool. When you first start out, I know it's difficult. It's frustrating. Results don't come as quick as you want. And then on top of that, when you're a beginner, everything's marketed towards you all the time, like Facebook ads, YouTube algorithm. Learn this in only 30 days, 2 weeks, and master the secret technique. And it's kind of messed up, but yeah. So kudos for you. I've been playing about 23 years, and as a full-time teacher, I can tell you there's nothing better than just consistency. Finding a teacher helps if you can find a teacher. I'm not trying to promote myself. You can get any teacher. There's millions of online teachers. There's millions of in-person teachers. Pick one, take a few lessons, just give it a try. You know, unless you already have a teacher. In that case, just follow the road they're giving you. Practice slowly with intention. Just be really aware of what you're doing at all times. And take it seriously, you know, because a lot of the times people don't take like the advice seriously people give them when they're doing like, you know, guitar or whatever. Not just guitar, it's anything, but in my case, guitar, because I teach guitar. And I'm like, you know, if this person just did what I asked of them, they would have, you know, excelled so much more, which is a little frustrating. But anyways, yeah, just be consistent, man. That's the best thing you can do. You have a good teacher? Awesome, man. That's perfect. As long as you have a good teacher, you're golden, you know? You can't go wrong with that. You've been playing on and off for over 50 years? You'll never come close to... Oh, that's ridiculous, man. If you took a few lessons, you could totally do everything I'm doing. Like, 80% of the stuff I'm doing is just scales with effects. I just have effects on, and I'm just playing through scales at moderately fast tempos. There's a million people that do the same thing I'm doing. And there's nothing fancy about what I'm doing. So you could totally do the same thing, Mitch. Trust me. You could do it. But yeah, Cole, that's good, dude. You have a good teacher. Just stick with that, man. Just trust your teacher. But also be like, how do I say this? Like, it's good to trust your teacher, but also keep an open mind that your teacher and you may not like always mesh well on certain things. Like, I've had students that didn't really work out with me that well because of maybe this personality differences. Maybe they didn't like me and just my teaching style, or maybe they didn't like what I was teaching them specifically. So, you know, keep note of the stuff like that. Like, if you guys have good communication, do you guys get along real well? I know it sounds silly, but if you have a teacher you can be kind of friends with, but also get the quality lesson you want, you're going to go further than just taking lessons with a guy you're going to bump heads with. So keep that in mind too. Alrighty, let's see here. I'll probably wrap up the stream here in a second, guys. Might do a little playing, but probably gonna bail out in maybe 10 minutes or so. It's hard when you want to play a different thing than after you keep practicing it for so long. Oh, I know, man. It's tough to do that. Mitch, don't mean to be a downer. Oh, you're not a downer, dude. Don't worry about it. You're always welcome to share whatever anytime, man. You know, like I said, we're not here to fake anything. We're not here to, you know, pretend. You know, if you guys can be real with me, that's much appreciated, you know. You've been playing guitar for 30 years now and still love playing every day. You never stop learning, and that's so amazing. One thing my teacher taught me is this thing called motivic saturation for songwriting. That sounds pretty interesting, man. I've never heard of that, to be honest with you, but there's so many things out there that I've never heard of. You know, there's a lot of information out there, so sounds cool though. I'm not sure if it has something to do with like creating tension and all that. If you notice some of the songs and melodies, they usually keep going back to the same note. Every guitar solos are like that. Yeah, they can. You know, and it depends too, because the whole study of music theory, not to get sidetracked, like the whole study of music theory and composition is about forwarding movement. You know, I've worked with classical theory people, I've worked with jazz people. They all agree on one thing, and that's forwarding motion. Hand thing. So everything's about creating tension and then having a release. And that's the biggest thing about music, I think, that I've tried to work on over the years, is trying to master that to where I have that tension and release, right? Like having that one note or two notes that make something sound much different than it is. And that's where modes and borrowing chords and interchange and all that stuff becomes a really big thing, because, you know, if you know how to implement borrowed chords and modal interchange and that kind of thing, you can get so many different sounds and colors and pictures in your music, right? But yeah, everything's about forwarding energy. Let's see. If you notice some of the songs and melodies, you should keep... Oh, I already read that, sorry. It's about a motif in music. Oh yeah, definitely, man. Having a motif helps. Gosh, you know, my first like album, or not album, but it wasn't really an album. My first like 20 songs I ever wrote were terrible. I have some of them on YouTube still. If you look back on my channel way back when, I don't want you to do that, but if you want to, you can. It's a little cringy. I don't recommend doing it. I'd rather you listen to my polished songs off my last 2 albums. Those are pretty good. They're all right, but I mean, compared to back then, night and day difference. But yeah, back then, I didn't know what I was doing. The structure wasn't all there. Things just didn't sound proper. It just wasn't very good. Nowadays, when I write music, I always try to think of things like more melodically, but also again keeping that forwarding movement in mind. So again, like I like Dorian a lot, so I use Dorian. You probably notice in a lot of my tunes. I also like interchanging, you know, altered dominant chords. So instead of playing like something like, let's see, what's a good example? Let's say I'm doing something like. Something, you know, something that's going to create a lot of fun sounds. A lot of my riffs are actually ripped off from like R&B or jazzy kind of progressions. Like one song I wrote was just literally going. Which really the chords, you know, if you're playing a softer setting, it just. Right, very old R&B kind of sound. And just trying to find that melodic structure on top. My dog didn't like that apparently. Right. Anyways, getting sidetracked. My nerd brain. I love talking about this stuff, and I love playing this stuff. It's just so much fun for me. So anytime people mention theory and all, I just get all excited. Let's see. On the Guitar Moves channel, they were talking about how they steal raps. Oh yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, you could totally do that. I don't see why not. The rhythm is the most important part. Oh yeah, definitely, man. It helps. You know, there's so many different things you can do with the rhythm too. I mean, gosh, you can, you know, if you know all your subdivisions, right, and you're working quarter notes, half notes, you know, eighth notes, eighth note triplets, quarter note triplets, 16th note triplets, 16th notes in general, 32nd notes, just all those things. Swing, if you know a swing pattern of 1, a 2, a 3, that kind of thing, you know. If you know all those different things, there's so many different variations you can do, and it's just so much fun. You know, anytime I'm writing stuff, I'm always trying to think of what cool, like, bouncy ideas I can do. So I'm not always sounding the same, too, because I don't want to just make the same solo over and over and over again, which it still happens from time to time. But yeah, I mean, I like shredding and doing these little... That's fun. I love doing those... Shred's fun, right? But I want to make more like melodic sounds, like we're talking about, you know? Maybe it's a... more melodic is preferred, I think, for everybody. But I just really like that sound of like shred mixed in with more melody, you know. Anyways, get a little carried away here. Let's see here. The rhythm. Let's see. Lester mentioned you have a YouTube channel. What's the name? Oh yeah, definitely check out Mitch. He's a cool guy, and he does some cool guitar reviews. And he reviewed Richard's Monsoon. So the Bald Shredder Monsoon. You gotta check that out. It's a pretty cool video, man. I think Frank Zappa used to use different rhythms. Oh yeah, Frank Zappa was a crazy guy, man. He definitely was very out there. And Steve Vai too, considering he worked with Frank Zappa like what, age 15 or something crazy. Oh, probably, yeah. Cliffs of Dover, oh my gosh, and Van Halen. Well, I appreciate that, man. I love Eric Johnson. I love Van Halen, but it's a plug-in, really. I like my Orange amp, but I can't use it right now because I only have one microphone, so I'm running directly into my interface, and so I'm kind of a slave to whatever I have to use, which is unfortunately just a plug-in. But it kind of works, and I'm glad it sounds all right to you guys. It's not my favorite setting, but it's all right. It doesn't sound too terrible, I guess. Yeah, I can't play Cliffs of Dover, but the little... How's that go? I screwed that up. Yeah, that goes now. It's been a while. Let's see. How's it going? Finger picked up, see? I haven't played that in forever, man. I don't remember how to play that. I can't do it. Check it out. Oh, I know. Me too, man. I don't know how to do... I don't know. I can't do the Eric Johnson thing, but I love his sound. I covered one Eric Johnson song, and that was Manhattan, because I love that song. And I think it's kind of underrated, which I did on my YouTube. But, of course, I forgot how to play that, too. So don't ask me how to play it, because I don't remember. Everything I've covered on my channel, even the Guthrie Govan song to the Beethoven song, I don't remember any of those. It's just kind of funny. Pedals off the G note. Oh, I see. Yeah, he does some trippy note groupings, man. Eric Johnson's just crazy in general. The guy's, I don't know, he's quite a character, I'll say that much. But yeah, I wish I could remember half the stuff I remember how to play. Dealing with I was like, oh no, I forgot how to play that. No, it's alright. That's what it was. I think that's the right part. Still see. Nope. I can't remember. Oh, well. At least I covered it once. Pedals, so melodic and a beautiful player. Oh yeah, Eric's amazing, man. I love Eric. The guy's just incredible. Lester, what you did on Cliffs of Dover was fantastic. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I butchered that song right now, but like I said, I don't remember how to play any of it. If you guys think it sounds good, I'm happy. Because I don't know what the heck I'm doing, man. But yeah, so these sounds are pretty fun. Sometimes it's fun to, like, sometimes I think about, like, intervals when I'm playing. That's actually my next lesson pack's going to be about. I can't talk. My whole lesson pack's going to be built on, like, intervals, targeting certain tones, modes a little bit, kind of so-so. Major scale, minor scale, harmonic minor scale, melodic minor, just trying to get different sounds out of it. It's like, you know, if I could play something over here, if I'm going because, you know, I think, okay, I'm just playing like a pentatonic bluesy thing. I could do that even, right? Can I add a mixolydian? I can add like a little chicken picking. Right, which is really sloppy. Or I could add stuff in here which is playing like fifths. You can play in fourths too, but it's not my favorite, doing like the whole... It just sounds kind of It is, I don't know, it's not my favorite sound. Thirds are obviously overdone too. We were doing the whole... But yeah, it's important to know your intervals, is my point. Like, if you're playing, let's say, root and C, you should know that your fourth is here, your fifth is there, right? Flat six, right? You know your flat third's obviously there, too. Flat seven, right? Just knowing where those certain intervals are at, and like if you want to add something in there, like, oh, a ninth or something. Or add two, add nine. Adding that kind of 11th. Which is cool because when you're playing pentatonic, I can walk over for a fifth of this scale. So like in this case, if I'm playing C minor pentatonic, I can play the fifth minor pentatonic over it. So in this case, it'd be a G minor pentatonic. And it gives you a nice dreamy kind of sound. I just like that whole tone. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked. Let's see. It's not so sloppy. It's great. I love listening to you play. Thank you, Mitch. I'm glad you enjoy it, man. And let's see. You just subbed to my channel, or you just subbed to his channel? Oh, I see. Sorry, I'm like reading here as everything's like glitching on me. By the way, I didn't monetize just for doing it for fun. Yeah, you should, man. I think it's awesome. Mitch is making some good content, guys. If you get a second, go check out Mitch's channel. He's a really cool guy, really friendly, really nice. He's been a big fan here on the channel for a while, and he's been doing some guitar reviews of his own, so definitely go check him out. Give the guy some love, man. The 5th of CG, yeah. It's pretty cool stuff, man. I mean, using intervals can be such a fun way to make stuff sound different, you know. Just those little things, you know, going from a root to whatever, and just knowing where they're at. The tricky part is when you're playing like the upper extensions, right? Because if you're playing like C here, and it's C, let's say we're doing C major, that's kind of easier. Well, you think of it like, okay, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Or you can just count like the normal intervals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. But though I base everything off this. So like I'm like, okay, if I want to do Lydian, well, I think a sharp 4, right? 1, 2, 3. Instead of playing the 4 there, sharp 4. Or if I'm doing like, let's say Mixolydian, flat 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but it's gonna be there now at flat 7. Sorry, random shred moment, got kind of carried away. Yeah. But yeah, so you can think of those intervals, and then like, you know, if you're doing minor, you're like, okay, we'll C minor. Okay, so instead of doing major, now minor. Which a minor scale, right, would be flat, 3rd, flat 6, and flat 7. But then let's say you want to make a sharp 6 in there. 1, 2, flat 3rd, 4th, 5th, natural 6, flat 7. Now you have that Dorian. So if you have that minor chord. And that gives you some new stuff to kind of mess around with. Anyways, I got a little carried away with all that. Can you make me a mod if you want? Yeah, for sure, man. Let's see, my style of playing is mostly all the major scale Ionian mode. I can't get tired of it. Sounds. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, Ionian mode, if you know that, and you know the shapes, you already know a lot of the other stuff too. It's just a matter of applying the right chord structures in the background to create the modal sounds. Because a lot of people think modes are like specific scales, and I guess they kind of are in a way, but they don't sound like a mode until you play the background chords. Has to have a certain harmonic context, you know. Anyways, I'll get into that a different day. That's a whole different topic. Modes can be a pain in the butt, so we'll save that for a different day. But yeah, for sure, man. I'm probably gonna take off for now, only because I hung out for a couple hours, and now I gotta go make some food. So it was good seeing you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's been a blast. I appreciate you all hanging out, BSing with me, being part of the community here, and all that other good stuff. It's been fun for me. It gives me something to do, and you know, it's also good practice for me too. So I'm not just sitting here not practicing like I should be. So, thank you guys so much, and I guess we'll be seeing you probably next Tuesday for the next live stream, and hopefully things will work out better for the start of it. I know this week was a little bit hectic with the technical glitches and stuff. In the meantime, I'm going to try to get another video out this week if I can. We'll see what happens between work and other scheduling. It's just not been my time schedule-wise, but we'll get there. So, cool. Thank you guys so much for everything. Yeah, have fun, guys. Hope you have a good time, and you know, whatever it is you're doing out there. Hope it's a good evening, good morning, wherever you live. And you guys stay safe, man. Alright guys, awesome. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time, alright? We'll get together soon.